We're good. I know the cross-country team participated in a meet and had some success with that. And what I mean by that is our kids worked hard and ran hard. And I have a great story about the cross-country team that was brought to us on Tuesday at a chamber meeting that I want to share with you and with everybody else. And I think it talks about building a winning program and your comments of that, you know, winning isn't always in school. So here's what it was. The cross-country team competed in Mesquite, I believe is where they were.
Last week.
Last week.
It was at Midlothian.
Midlothian, okay.
Midlothian.
And as our kids were finishing, they went back to the finish line. And any kid, no matter what school they were from, where they were from, were encouraging them as they finished.
Yes.
We're rooting for them, encouraging them when they finished. You know, what a great show of, you know, sportsmanship. Our kids weren't first place or second place, may not even met, some of them may not even medal or anything like that, but the point is they were back there encouraging those other kids that finished behind them to, you know, to give their best effort. Then after that was over, it even gets better. You know, you've got a tent area where all your team is set up, and they went back, policed their area, got everything picked up, and then the areas around them that may not have been left as neat as the other ones, they did all those too. Picked it all up, made sure it looked neat, make sure it looked the same way that they found it when they got there. And Coach, that's part of, I think, a winning program that you never see in the win-loss column or on the score.
Well, and that's a testament to a couple of things. Of course, it's a great example of character, you know, and everybody knows what character is. It's the things that no one sees or talks about. Everyone sees the scoreboard, but no one sees those other things. It's a true testament to Coach Stevens. It truly is. Coach Stevens has totally bought in as far as his vision and what it is that we're trying to do here as a program, you know, with 1-on-1 and all of the above. But those kids, they gravitate towards him. Most of those boys I know are football players, soccer players of his in the spring. And so they've had relationships that they've built, you know, year to year. Coach Stevens, he coaches, you know, in the community, so a lot of these kids have known him since they were little, elementary school age, and that's an amazing thing. Here's something that you probably didn't know, that you might have known about that cross country meet. Our JV boys actually ran with the 5A division.
Oh, wow.
And placed 5th.
Wow.
Out of, I think there were 40 5A schools there, and they placed 5th. Because they were supposed to run with the 3A, 4A, 3A, 2A division, but they didn't know due to weather if they were going to run a 3-mile event or a 2-mile event. So Coach Stevens was like, I want my boys to run a 3-mile event. And so the 5A coaches got together and said, hey, if you want to run with us, you can run with us, and then you can, you know, tag your times with what they would have been in your division and see how you match up. And he was like, they thought about it for a while and decided, you know what, I'm going to do it. And so they did it, and they wound up placing 5th, and that was amazing for them to go and compete at that level. And I went and made sure that I talked to all the little boys that got back, and our girls did a great job too. I think we had one girl that placed in the top 15, and then another one was 2 slots behind her, Kayla. And I don't know if you guys know her, but Kayla, she was a quarter-mile for us in the spring, and she does an amazing job running. So it was a great event for that team and program, and Coach Stevens done an amazing job.
Well, it's another positive sign of the direction that the program is going, and it's about it's about the character side, and that's the most important. I mean, I know that your mortgage gets paid whether or not you win or not, and that's kind of the sad thing of high school sports, but it is what it is. But the point is that we are making progress on the other side, which is a lifelong change for these kids.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Well, you know, it's more than just sports. It's life. And you know, that's one thing that I really appreciate about Coach Kevin here when he came to the program, when he came into Terrell. It was about life. I mean, sports is one thing, but he wanted to add the aspect of life in there. And I